uSports, Central Adam Deal, Kevin Banks joining us. Hey, I appreciate it. Listen, you're with Dream Big. The reason why we have you on is a great partnership going, a huge documentary we're about to release, and one of the icons in sports here in New Mexico. So we thought we'd have you on. Jim Holzman and our very own Joe Abeyta has created the next Beyond the Game documentary, and it's going to go over Jim Holzman and his glory days and everything he's done. Glad you could be a part of it. But first, I want to talk about Dream Big and the things that you do for people that don't know. So go ahead and explain it to them.
Yeah, Dream Big is a nonprofit. It started about 5 years ago. Our emphasis is definitely on the youth here in Albuquerque specifically. One of the big things, or one of the big projects that we've done is called Cuts for Kids. Free backpacks, school supplies, medical exams for the kids before they go back to school during the school year. It's something that I've been passionate about. My family has definitely been passionate about because, one, it was a product of coming from troubled times, if you will, as far as no income and whatnot. Trying to get prepped for school was something that was a burden on my parents. So with that being said, we always wanted to do something to give back, and that being, you know, hey, let's start with the backpacks. Haircuts, free haircuts as well, hence the word Cuts for Kids, or the term Cuts for Kids. So started with 1,200 kids. Last year, we ended up with, 6,000 kids, 15,000 in attendance. So Dream Big, again, our emphasis, giving back to the community with the youth in mind.
And now a big event coming, Beyond the Game documentary, like we said, about Jim Holzman. Yes. That's going to be next Wednesday. Let's talk about that for a little bit.
Absolutely. Coach Holzman, he's been instrumental in not only my life, but my brothers, my uncle, my father, you name it. So, I mean, it's really neat that Joe has gotten all this footage and all these testimonials together and talk about the career of Jim Holzman. So with that documentary, it highlights all his accomplishments, and, you know, it's just kind of neat to be a part of it. One reason why we connected is because of Steve Davis. He saw that connection between community and how Coach Holzman was a mentor to not only myself, but other guys that have came out of the South Broadway area, Wells Park, etc. So with that, we're going to honor this man through the documentary, as well as this luncheon, which is Wednesday, March 4th. Proceeds that are made from this luncheon are going to be given back to Dream Big. So in essence, we're giving the community an opportunity to continue to prosper through organizations like Dream Big. And yes, Papa Dog is at the helm of this through the documentary.
And of course, Jim Holzman, one of the greatest coaches here in the state of New Mexico. Some will argue the greatest, and that's fine, but I think it's his character and what he's done off the court
absolutely
makes him more important and of value to this community. So this is absolutely huge. If you're not aware of Beyond the Game and Joe Abeyta, who directed the very first Beyond the Game with Colin Neal and Bryce Alford, that was the first one, New Mexico Hoosiers. Well, here we're going to show you a trailer of this second one called Papa Dog.
My job was that I was going to be a teacher and a coach. I was going to do the best job I could possibly be. And maybe that would rub off on the kids. And maybe that's what we try and teach everything in education. Be the best person you can possibly be, do it right, and follow the rules, and just go at it. That's the best way.
Jackson goes out. Ward goes out on two.
Look at Coach Holzman, so like we was talking about, you know, when we grew up as little kids at elementary school, our dream was to go up and play basketball at Albuquerque High.
I remember Coach Holzman, I wouldn't have accomplished the things I accomplished back then, because he was a good coach.
He was like a father figure to me. He meant a lot to us. He meant a lot to the community. He used to ride through the community a lot just to see us. He'd come out to some of the parks and hang out and watch us play, and he did a lot for us as far as helping us become the individuals that we are today.
Foul by James Ward.
gives you the chills just
Man,
watching this.
who are you telling?
You got to give Joe Abeda big props. He's done a great job with this, and he's going to be on actually here, uSports Central on Monday. We're going to talk about the release of this, but it just shows you the excitement. This documentary is the real thing, and it's the right person.
It really is. I mean, traditionally, I was looking at Mr. Padrell there and Alvin Matters. You think about all the families that have gone through the tradition. It just held strong. As coach's tenure there at Albuquerque High, you think of the Banks family, of course, my family, the Jenkins, etc. There's just so much tradition there, and he's impacted a lot of lives in a positive way. So I'm excited for this documentary to be released.
And again, Kevin, where could people get tickets to this luncheon? How can they get to it on Wednesday if they want to be a part of this?
So, we have the information out there. You can go dreambigabq.org, find out information in regards to the luncheon. If you just want to show up, it's Wednesday the 4th. March 4th, at the Crown Plaza Hotel, which is off of University. You can call 505-328-6954. We're asking for a donation, of course, and those proceeds, again, are given back to Dream Big, which is the nonprofit. And, hey, looking forward to having everybody there to not only honor Coach Holzman, but to really do something great for the community.
Obviously, this year, Coach Frank Castillo for La Cueva Bears had passed Jim Holzman as the APS all-time winningest coach when he got to 661. But 660 wins for Coach Holzman. What's your greatest memory of Coach Holzman?
We'll call it a
I'm
great
sure
memory,
there's a ton.
but yeah, there is a ton. I mean, I was telling a story the other day. Steve Davis and myself were talking. We're actually visiting Coach Holzman. One of my greatest memories is being that little kid sitting on the bench, if you will, down from the team, looking at guys like Tommy French, Malcolm Stafford, all these guys. It made me aspire to be a dog. Again, it's that traditional thing. But let me say, as a player, it was fun to play for Coach Holzman. But there was times where the bulldog really came out. One particular time I messed up, made a bad pass, and I thought for sure a 4-letter word was going to come out, but I was called a squirrel. So, Banks, you darn squirrel. So I mean, it was kind of a funny moment, but I mean, there was plenty of great times playing for Coach Holzman. Lots of memories seeing the older guys, the traditional guys, if you will, playing for Coach Holzman. But yeah, lots of memories, lots of great memories.
We really appreciate you coming on. Again, Dream Big. That's Kevin Banks with us. Appreciate it. This is going to be released soon. It's Beyond the Game, Papa Dog. Hey, listen, you're going to want to stay here because we got the Cool Springs Trampoline Park Player of the Week. You might not be shocked who it is. He wins a lot of awards. Steve Davis is going to come on and help me break that down. And then we got 6A girls bracketology to go through. All right here. It's uSports Central.